Stories tonight, starting with an update on a rapper gunned down on a highway 5 years ago. Dallas police now say Yella Beezy hired a hitman to kill his one-time friend turned rival, Mo3.
All I see is yellow, second Barretto. Outside I ain't lacking, don't think that I mean. I hit up that rap where you made him famous. Yeah, he barely made it, but we're not again. Can't see that they talking.
Everybody know what Mo get where the stand spot is. That's why when Mo3 got out the car, the went around to the passenger side to try to get the gun out where they normally stash there. Normally if the police pull them over, they don't find this gun in the stash spot. They had a good stash spot. They took the gun out.
A Dallas rapper was murdered outside of his car on I-35 near the Dallas Zoo. Hello, I'm Steve Eager.
I'm Heather Hayes. It is a stark example of the city's struggle to control violent crime. Police say the victim, a hip-hop musician named Mo3, was approached by the killer on I-35. Both men stopped their vehicles. The victim got out, took off, started running, but was shot several times on the highway. A bystander inside another vehicle was also hit. Police say that person did not suffer life-threatening injuries.
This rapper is dead today after he was shot on I-35. 28-year-old Melvin Noble, also known as MO3, was shot on I-35 northbound near the Beckley-Zanker. DPD says that Noble was approached by a gunman, a suspect who was driving a dark-colored vehicle. Noble apparently got out of his car and ran southbound when he was shot. Police also tell us that the gunman shot an innocent bystander as well.
The suspect, who was armed with a firearm, began firing several rounds at the victim, striking him. In doing so, the suspect also struck an innocent bystander who was sitting in his vehicle.
Noble was taken to an area hospital where he was later pronounced dead, while the second victim's injuries are not life-threatening, we're told.
Man, whoever got the freeway blocked out need to get y'all together, dog. God. Nick,
Yella Beezy. Whoa, what's up, family? Back again. Reality is still spinning. It's gonna keep spinning. I got no faith that it'll ever stop. But anyway, so yesterday, Yella Beezy gets booked for the M of Mo3. So they had two guys in custody for the actual shooting, the way I understand it. And now I'm wondering how they come to the conclusion that it was Yella Beezy who gave the order. Well, dude got a picture up on his Insta, I believe it is. You know, he put a bag on him, so now I'm up. Not a good look. Not a good look. He got to be telling somebody, between the two of them, somebody got to have put old boy in. So that's just that. But me, my focus is always on the spin. Always on the spin. I liked Mo3. I didn't actually get hip to him until he got with Boosie. I'm a fan of Boosie too, even though he do. Anyway, that's another story. But I got hip to him then, and he had that. Ooh, he could sing with it. You feel me? And that's what made him special. What was that one I used to? He got one mob with it, something like that. And in the beginning of the video, he telling some girls, go on, calling them roaches, get your roaches on, or something like that. But yeah, he was, and he could write pretty good. For me, because I'm from that era where, you know, rap wasn't solely based on us hurting each other. For me, I can see the talent in some people, but I can also see where, you know, they could clean certain things up. He had it to where he didn't necessarily have to. I mean, well, yeah, you know, we do rap about what we're around. You know, I mean, we do write about our environment. But yeah, sometimes you have to take the Lil Sean route. If y'all remember him, you know, Lil Sean was a gangster, but Lil Sean wanted to be LL on the mic. Okay, he didn't want to be a gangster on the mic. He wanted to be a lover on the mic, or lyrical on the mic. Okay, sometimes, you know, you have to take a different route. You know, especially if you have the ability to write better. Okay, because sooner or later, man, they're gonna stop letting y'all make this murder music for real. Sooner or later, they're gonna stop letting y'all do that, and I hope it's sooner than later. Trump, that's a bill you should pass. No more murder music. I mean, it was cool while it lasted, but come on, man. How long y'all gonna keep letting us destroy ourselves? You feel me? Y'all know we ain't gonna stop, so y'all need to stop it. Straight up. That's a request straight from me. But Yella Beezy. Okay, so the way I heard it was when it happened, everybody was looking at Trap Boy Freddy because Trap Boy Freddy, another rapper from out there in Texas, he was beefing with him a lot. And then when it happened, Trap Boy Freddy came on his I believe it was Instagram and said, you know, whoever got the highway blocked off, you know, y'all need to get your stuff together or whatnot. You know how they do when they troll back and forth when an M goes down. But anyway, Trap Boy Freddy was the public's suspect. You know, we all thought he may have been involved or whatnot. And now to see that the arrest comes of Yella Beezy, who was actually involved, but actually who played the back. Even when Yella Beezy got shot, you know, when they asked him who shot you, he played, I don't know, you know. Now he played, and I always felt like Yella, you know, and when I seen him get interviewed a lot of times, I always felt like he had some, you know, some real game in him, or he was really playing by a certain rule or a certain street ethic or whatnot. But and you know, you can't really say nothing about nobody, you know, if they trying to get back for something they feel like you may have done to them. You know, I can't judge them for that. I'm just saying, man, we gotta stop, man. Then I remember also back when this was going on, they were saying a boxer was involved and Mo3 has something to do with the boxer's girlfriend or vice versa. And that's why they were beefing, and the boxer didn't really want nothing to do with Mo3. And it was either him or Trap Boy Freddy who made the thing go down. Okay, that was how it was all being perceived in the air back when it happened. So to hear that Yella, and then there were a few people saying that Yella Beezy was you know, directly responsible or whatnot, but it wasn't like picked up that way, you know, or picked up and made a big thing. So. And then, you know, you could track some of the things Yella Beezy was saying on New Year and what you do with those, you put them in the dirt, you feel me? And, you know, we also got to remember that Mo3's friend and comedian, the real critique of this whole situation, because if it's a get back, you know what I mean? Hey, someone had to spark a get back. For every action, there's a reaction. And, you know, yes, we can sit in judgment of both things if we wanted to, you know. I ain't really trying to make nobody mad. I'm trying to make people see, you know what I mean? Because a big part of it is, I always say this, when Soulja Boy was able to show everybody that you can make music on a laptop, you know what I mean? That messed the game up pretty much. Because then you had, and then when the murder music got popular, these record labels, they picked up on how much money that could be made. You know, that's why and nowadays everybody that wants to be a rapper in my community, they want to be a murder music rapper. Are you serious? They somehow see a market for that. You know what I mean? All right, so that would it be, that's what it be. But it's gotta stop. Period. It's gotta stop. I don't listen to it. Period. You know what I mean? I'll put me some Al Green on or some Maze in a minute. Live from New Orleans. You feel me? Anything, you know, to get away from that. I'll go back to my old school stuff. You feel me? And yes, it didn't just start. You know, it's been murder in the music for a long time. But it's not just in the music now. It's in the life now. You know what I mean? Now you can say something on a record that'll get you killed. Now you can say something on Instagram that'll get you killed. So. And I thank God that I was able to make it to my age. And I'm glad that we ain't had the internet when I was young, because we probably would have been just as stupid as these dudes. You feel me? Like the video, man. Subscribe to the channel, comment, share. I'll catch you on the next one. Salute.